This one doesn't have sugar in it.
Good.
It says, the other ones have like cheese in it. This one says chicken seasoning, sea salt, spices, mustard, evaporated cane juice.
That's sugar.
Scumbag.
I know.
They had kielbasa in it, that was 0.
No, they're trying to outsmart us. They know, oh, he knows cane sugar, but if I say
No, it's all against
cane
us.
juice, he's not going to know.
I'll eat all of this morning, so you're not tempted. They had kielbasa that had no sugar.
Okay, I'm going to do a little intro.
What? With me in the back?
You can be in the back, babe. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I am filming a little week in my life vlog, and today is a special day because I am getting a brain therapy treatment. It's called Ceraset, and it really helps with anxiety by sort of re-engineering your brain, which I know sounds crazy. So I'm going to do that today, and it is a 4-day experience commitment in Sacramento, which is like an hour and a half from me. So I thought this week would be a good week to vlog because I'm going to be sort of taking a break from work, which is tough for me to do entirely, but I am going to do just a chill little vlog to keep me entertained. And yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I don't know how exactly I'm going to be following the treatments. I think just sort of like a more relaxed, tired version of myself, but it'll be interesting. And Dylan's gonna take me. Right, babe?
Yes, babe.
So yeah, we're gonna do a quick little run and workout this morning, and then we're gonna head out. And that's the plan. That's what it is. Good morning, you guys. So I've already been failing a little bit at this week's vlog, but we're picking it up today. I would say the treatments have been more, I don't want to say draining, but I'm just very sleepy after them. And yeah, I have a lot to tell you guys. It's pretty interesting stuff. I'm just gonna do my little morning things, my little morning routine, if you will. So I like to wake up and take my thyroid medicine, my allergy medicine, and then my little probiotics things so we don't forget. And I'm supposed to take, especially my thyroid, on an empty stomach. So try to take that first. And this I have to tell you guys about real quick because it's not just any cup. This is the most amazing cup. I actually have, it's by the brand Slim, and I actually have their water bottle. I was looking for a more affordable option for the Hydro Flask because also I have the Hydro Flask and I feel it dents so easy. It's really bulky and it's like $45. It's really expensive. So I was looking for a different option. A lot of people were talking about Slim. So I bought the water bottle, which I've been pleased with, but I will say the cup is another story. It's, for example, the perfect size. It fits in your cup holder, which the water bottle does not, and I really wish they would figure that out in 2020. But this is, first of all, I'm always thirsty, so I need a lot of hydration, and perfect size. Something about it just keeps things so cold. The top is really cool. It's spill proof, and it comes with another top option, and it's about $15. So I am obsessed, and it's been helping me stay hydrated. I did a little bit of derma rolling last night, and sometimes I like to do a little ice in the morning just to calm any irritation or from wearing the face mask for a couple hours a day like I have been. It's a little, my blood's all circulated from the ice, but it'll go away. Yeah, I've been off my microcurrent game, so we're getting back on it because the more consistent you can be with microcurrent and the NuFace devices, the more results you will see. But you will see a little lift right away. And I actually have a code, I think, that works for all NuFace stuff, so I'll put that below in case anybody wants it. I've been going to these brain therapy treatments, and first of all, they're like an hour and a half away, so that's a little bit tiring. And essentially the treatments help with like how your brain reorganizes your thought. So I feel like normally, like, the best way to describe it is, I was explaining to the person I'm working with in the treatments, like, I don't feel like I ever really feel peaceful necessarily. The treatment room is like one of the few places I feel pretty at peace, but I would say for the most part, like, I don't know, my head's pretty chaotic, which might be kind of surprising. I feel like I'm like pretty calm on the surface. It's like a little duck, like calm on the surface, but underneath the water, the legs are going crazy. As more time goes on, my brain will just process things in a healthier, more balanced way. So it's pretty interesting. There's a lot to read about it. So I'll put the website to Ceraset below in case anybody wants to check it out. I mean, yeah, I think the money is so worth it if it really does what it says it does. I think there's a lot of people with more severe trauma than me, probably. No, everyone's trauma is relative, but I'm sure there are other people with trauma and anxiety and things, and people who would like to sleep better and just function a little bit better. So I think it's a small price to pay. So I'll put the information below. I have the last episode of my first podcast season. So season finale of season 1 is going up today, which won't mean it'll be, we'll probably be into season 2 by the time you guys are watching this. Season 2 is going to be totally solo. I started this season with Lauren, and she wasn't able to continue, sadly. So the season finale is just with me, and I talk about tips for graduation and post SD school life. And yeah, season 2 is going to be super fun. Lots of cool people on the books, esthetician influencers, health coaches. Just, I want to focus on like aesthetics for sure. That'll probably be 70% of it, but I also want to sprinkle in ways that you guys can live and understand how to have a more balanced, healthy life overall, and that includes your physical health, your mental health, how you talk to yourself, what you eat, your downtime, like what do you do to rest and restore, all these things. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And yeah, that's going to be my morning, getting that up. And I was supposed to post a YouTube video yesterday. I just forgot to hit publish because my mind has been elsewhere. So I'm going to post a video and the podcast and do a little workout. And yeah, that'll be the morning. And then I'll head off to my treatment. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I got this new coffee at TJ Maxx for Dylan, and he loves Hawaiian coffee. He has a lot of friends that are Hawaiian, so he loves a lot of like Hawaiian foods and coffee and stuff. So I got him this. I'm gonna make that since I'm the first one up. I feel like I might as well make it. And it's like hazelnut flavor. That's gonna be mostly for him. I might have a little taste after I finish my coffee because it's small, but I make my coffee the night before so that it's cold. I really only like cold coffee, and I used, this has been my favorite coffee as of late. It's the pumpkin spice Nespresso. It's so good. It's new. But I'm not supposed to overdo it with any like stimulants or coffee. It's better if you don't have it, and I've gone the first couple days with only decaf. I feel like I'm gonna be fine. I mean, they didn't even strictly advise against coffee, but I think it's just better if you don't. But I'm gonna have one small cup. Don't judge me. Okay, I'm going to show you how I make one of my favorite coffees and some of the little secrets behind it. I have no training as a barista or anything, but these are just things that I do. Okay, then we're...
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm just filming a video, babe. Here you're blowing.
Blow my nose.
It's okay. It was funny.
Time to blow my schnoz. Vloggers. Dodgers won last night. It's a big win. It's a big first game. Big time for Kershaw. See if he can come through again.
So we're showing them how I make my signature coffee. So, Signature. Ice in an insulated cup. Coffee in the cup.
It's hot.
It is hot. Creamer of choice. Oat creamer, I think, is the best one. Nut pods, a lot of them aren't as good.
I would agree.
It's like kind of watery. This one has a good thick consistency. Okay, creamer of choice. I'm not shy. My creamer.
It's hot.
It's hot, babe. Syrup. Today is the salted caramel mocha. You can actually like put it around the rim of your cup if you like. And then
Making a martini? Get you.
it's my new trick. Yeah, that's really it. Now it's all mixed. It's cold, quick and easy.
Delicious.
Delicious. You can add cinnamon, spices you might like. I'm a simple girl, really, so that's all I need. Some days I get fancy and I like to use this frother. If you want to do some pumpkin cold foam or just a cold foam, this one will give you cold temperature foam. I love it. But some days you're just not in the mood for foam. So it's what it is. It's what it's gonna be.
That ain't no guess.
It's what it's
What's
gonna
gonna
be. It is later now and I just finished my workout. I'm gonna do my quick morning routine. which is mostly about hydration and protecting the skin. I used the Image Vital C Cleanser in the shower. I love this one. I always link it because it's just the best. I use it for a double cleanse. I use it when I feel like I don't need to use a foaming cleanser. I like a lot of foaming cleansers that are free of sodium lauryl sulfate, but something to remember is just the more foaming something is, even if it's not a sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate, the more deep, I don't want to say drying, but the more of a deep cleanse it is. So if you don't feel like you need the foaming cleanser, if you're not excessively oily, if you're just washing your face in the morning, you may not need something that is foaming. So toning my skin, and then vitamin C. This is my Obagi 20%, good for strong, normal skin types. And I do like to pat it in, but I saw an interesting video lately that was talking about why you should also make sure you massage in your skincare and your serums, because if you're just patting, it won't be everywhere on the skin. So just make sure it's spread evenly after you pat, and you can continue to press it into the skin after you apply it. I focus on my little melasma patch, which is mostly gone, thankfully. It kind of just like came up in the summer because of heat and sun, and it kind of subsided, even though it's still been pretty sunny and warm. It just like came and gone with the summer. Pretty interesting. And a few more products. I like to mix the Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzy, just like 1.5 drops with my moisturizer. You don't want to mix it with your sunscreen. You don't want to mix anything with your sunscreen because that can dilute the SPF, and companies work really hard to make sure their formula has everything it needs to maintain that SPF, so you don't want to necessarily add anything to the sunscreen to mess with it. But I do apply this in my moisturizer for a little glow when I don't feel like wearing makeup, which is pretty much every day unless I'm filming or going out to dinner or something. Not that makeup is inherently bad. There's actually some great ones. I always advocate for mineral makeup, but I prefer not to wear it. Well, eye cream. This one's by Image. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this dry again. It's getting a little repetitive, but the treatment is so nice. I look forward to it. I sort of like drift into like a light sleep. It's pretty interesting. And the guy who does the treatments is so sweet. He's this precious older man. Dylan met him too when he took me on the first day. He's so sweet. I want to ask him like what his story was with Ceraset. I can tell he has like a little bit of like, it might be some sort of like social thing where his speech is a little, he has a hard time like looking people in the eye sometimes and like being very direct. He almost seems like a little timid, like timid to greet me, which I think I noticed it because I'm an esthetician. When he was like greeting me in the lobby, and when he goes to like meet me, he's very shy to address me by name, and like kind of lacks that like authority to bring me in the room, which is, again, I think I just notice it because that's definitely been me. But nicest guy. I definitely want to know his story, and I was thinking about filming the treatments, but I'm gonna apply some SPF now. This is the Color Science All Calm. I recommend this to some of my clients. I've actually been taking clients virtually on my own, which is exciting, and I'm keeping it, we'll say exclusive, just to a small group of people because I want to make sure they get really thorough care. And this color corrects and really helps to calm the skin. It's pretty thick. But I was saying, I don't know, I don't really feel like filming in there. They probably wouldn't mind, but it's like such a something I'm really doing for myself and want to make sure I'm like not distracted, not thinking about filming. It's hard for me to step away from work and like draw clear lines, because I think especially when you work with social media a lot, you're like, I want to film everything. If I'm getting this content, I should also be filming this content. Like, oh, I just did my makeup, like I have my outfit on, I should get pictures, I should get a TikTok, I should get a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to just purely have this be like a healing, not private, but just like that I devote all of my attention to it and don't have any distractions. Like, I'm not doing this for a video, it's for my mental health and healing, and it's been wonderful so far. So if you guys have any questions, I've already gotten a few on Instagram about Ceraset, please ask and let me know. I know it's not just me who struggles with anxiety. I know it's a lot more people than even talk about it. So I feel like if I can talk about it a little bit and like break the ice, maybe it helps somebody, then the video or the post was worth it. So that's that. That's my little morning skincare routine. Then I apply body lotion. I've been loving the Amlactin Rapid Relief. This has AHAs. It is amazing for KP, keratosis pilaris, the little chicken skin on my arms. And you guys have asked me about what I use for KP. I do have a whole video on some products I use for in the shower with KP, but just quickly, I'll say this is an absolute favorite. Okay guys, I'm gonna go eat my breakfast. I think Dylan is making us some omelets. So check in with you a little bit later.
It's beautiful. What's in here? Spinach,
tomatoes, mushrooms, some turkey.
I smell the truffle.
And the truffle.
Oh, that's so hot.
Not the sexiest.
Yeah, it is.
It's just not put together. That's all the oil.
It's the hottest omelet I've ever seen. Are we sharing that? It's huge.
No, that's yours.
Oh my god.
I'll eat the rest of it.
Thank you, babe.
I am home from my treatments. It's later now. It's like 5 o'clock, and I just got back from Sacramento where I get the treatments done. It's a road trip to get there. It took about an hour and a half each way, which it feels like the longest hour and a half I've ever driven. I used to commute about an hour, and it just feels so long. It feels like a full-on road trip. So this is the first day I'm vlogging after the treatments. You guys get to see me after. And I would say like today was a little bit more challenging than the other sessions. You do sometimes kind of like work through old memories, so things can come up while you're in the treatment, which pretty interesting stuff. My hair has like this goo in it that they put this like goo on your head. It sounds so bizarre. And then they put the little treatment must be like a magnet or something, I should ask. They put those on your head and they move them throughout the treatment, so they're hitting different parts of your brain that affect like sleep, memory, stress, all different areas. So I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to put in a little Olaplex mask while I talk to you guys. Okay, please comment if you use Olaplex. Comment if you're a hair person. Comment how you use the Olaplex, because I think you're supposed to shampoo your hair, put it on, wait, and then condition. But for me, that's just inconvenient. So sorry if you're a hairstylist and this is not like the correct way, but this is what I do. I wet my hair and then I put the Olaplex in. And it's essentially like a bond smoother repairer. So this is what it looks like. It's not like a conditioner, it's more so repairing the integrity of the hair from the inside out, which I need because I'm blonde and my hair gets damaged, but this is one of the things that has saved my hair. When I go to my hair girl now, she always says, looks like pretty good. Whereas I feel like when I used to go in to get my hair done, they'd be like, your hair's in bad shape. And I'd be like, dye it anyway. But I would say today I feel, they call it prickly. It happens with most of their people, they say, and it's just like as your brain is trying to sort of like rewire itself, it's just like relearning things. So I would say one of the things I've noticed today, like this morning, and just today, like small things were aggravating, which is really interesting. And that's supposed to go away after the 4 days, after the 4 treatments. But I was talking with the girl and she said it's sort of like you would compare it to like a PMS. You're just like prickly. And she was like, I tell my family members to just avoid me. Yeah, I'm gonna wash this off and get all cozy, and I will see you guys a little bit later. The shower, and I'm using these are like my 2 favorites right now, the Sacha Wand leave-in conditioner for my detangler and the Orbe Power Drops for the ends. I'm applying my tretinoin, which is, I think, one of the best products for anti-aging. But I apply this first so it's close to the skin. If you are more sensitive, you can apply it over moisturizer. And something I wanted to mention I was thinking about in the shower is I notice a lot of people complain about breakout on the forehead. That's actually one of the areas I'm most prone to breakout as well. And it's mostly, for me, cosmetic, and it can happen when you have a buildup of hair product in that area. I think I'm gonna do, this would be like the most specific video ever, but I think I'm going to do a video on how to tackle forehead bumps as long as it's not fungal acne, which some people get confused with closed comedones on their forehead, little clogged pores, and fungal acne. 2 very different things. Fungal acne should be treated by a dermatologist, but if it's just little closed comedones, there's a few tips I have. Probably explain more in the video, but one of the most important things for me is changing the order I do my hair care and my cleansing of my skin in the shower. Something that's helped a lot is doing my hair first and then washing my face second, so that I make sure to remove any buildup from hair care products that could be left on the area. And secondly, I would say clipping my hair up. If you are suffering from acne, that's a big thing. Like if I'm doing a hair mask, I make sure to clip it up, because unfortunately many products that are wonderful for hair are too occlusive for the skin, or there's often perfume and fragrance in hair care products, and more silicones, which not always bad on their own, but when coupled with other ingredients, it can clog the skin on your back or your forehead. So try to keep hair care products as separate as you can from the skin on your face and body. I also try to apply my leave-in conditioner only from mid-shaft to ends, which is actually something I've had to do more recently, noticing little breakout. So something I have to remind myself, like, keep the hair away from the face, keep the hair product away from the face. A little neck care from my friend Dasha, who owns Cyan Skincare. Beautiful skincare company. She sells only to estheticians, so direct business to business model where she only sells to estheticians to offer as retail for their clients, but it's not a line that consumers can just purchase online. But she has some beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right, I'm gonna wind down for the evening. Oh my gosh. So today, Bill, the guy I mentioned previously, super sweet guy who works at the treatment center, he wasn't there, and there was this other girl who is like my age, and she was actually telling me that Ceraset helped her. She was first a client, and she'd been through like a really bad toxic relationship, and Ceraset helped her sort of reprocess some of the trauma she had suppressed. Like, she started remembering things she had just sort of like pushed to the back of her brain, but remembering it has allowed her to heal from it. So it's been a good thing. And she was telling me Bill's story, that he actually had a stroke and wasn't able to speak to people effectively. So that makes sense. Like, when I talk to him, I do notice his speech isn't perfect, but it's crazy to hear how far he had come, and such a sweet guy. So I'm so glad that this therapy exists and it's able to help so many people. It's really cool to me that the people who work there now were once just clients, and they obviously believe in it so much that they want to work for the company and help other people heal. So it's really, really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna chug some water. It sounds like Dylan's making dinner. Bless him. And we're just gonna wind down for the eat. Yes, I'm in a robe, and Dylan made spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash bowls.
How do you make this, babe? They're gonna ask.
How?
Yeah.
You cut them in half, and you put olive oil all over them first, the inside of them. Well, you got to gut them and then put olive oil over the inside of them. Salt, pepper. Throw it in the oven for 400 for about 40 minutes, depending on the size of the squash. And then,
Ooh, little sauce.
and then while you're doing that, right when you put it in, you can throw in whatever kind of veggies you want. Kind of make a little saute, whatever you want. Mushrooms, zucchini, tomatoes, spinach. I think I put in the spinach a little bit too early tonight, so it's very well done.
This is like your
I think maybe at the end. And then you can add some sausage, whatever kind of sausage you want.
Vegetarian sausage.
And they use the squash as a bowl.
It's
It is
so
very
perfect.
hot.
It's like, it so seems like this would be like a restaurant's like signature dish that people remember them by. If you go to restaurants. It's so fun because you
It's easy.
pull apart the bowl to get the pasta.
Yeah. It's easy.
Very easy.
And healthy.
Very healthy. Protein and veggies. Good fall
A
dinner.
lot of olive oil.
Always. Italian boy.
Good morning, you guys. I'm in a little bit of a rush, but actually a lot of a rush, but I can't stop myself from vlogging when I want to vlog. So, quick, get ready with me. My daily like essentials for just like getting out the door fast. Playa Dry shampoo. Obviously did all my skincare. Little bit of Color Science All Calm to reduce any redness and just keep the skin super calm. I'm gonna do, oh, my hair's yucky. I went on a little run this morning. It was so nice. Beautiful day, like 70s, just chef's kiss, so beautiful. Wearing my mask was not beautiful, and that's why I got a little irritation around my mouth. And this is just Covergirl Mascara. Super good, easy, cheap, go-to mascara. Need to fix the hair. Little Sasha Wand detangling spray. My hair gets very tangly. I'm a happy girl because a package came today and I'm gonna give you guys more details eventually, but it's just exciting. It feels like a new chapter and it's motivating when you like start doing things that you always thought were, you know, like too big or like out of your realm, or you just thought you could never do that. It's really empowering when you start making the small steps to get there. I swear you can literally do anything. You just have to set the baby steps in place. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you so much for your support and love. It means the absolute world. And I feel like the past couple vlogs and podcasts I've put out have been, I don't want to say like downers, because they're just honest and that's part of the human experience, and I'm definitely not always happy. But I'm feeling a lot better. So excited about that. It feels so good to feel good. I'm really excited for this treatment. I was talking to my friend who's actually an influencer on TikTok. We met through TikTok actually, in social media. We've never met in person, but her name is Olivia Saurus Rex on TikTok, and she does a lot of like dating, exposing guys. It's pretty funny. But she was the one who told me about Ceraset, and she said, yeah, first week is rough. You feel pretty weird, but she says it gets much better from there. So I'm excited. She said following week I should be feeling really, really good. So I can't wait. I already feel good. A little bit of the Tatcha Lip Mask. This is an absolute must. It's so good. And a little lippy from Glossier. This is like my little power triple threat. I don't know what the shade is. It's like a light pink. And then Hourglass Panoramic lip liner and canvas. Not gonna lie guys, I've been debating getting lip filler for like a year now. I've never done it, but I'm tempted. And when I watch YouTube videos of myself, I'm like, I would love a little bit more fullness, but haven't done it yet. Comment if you have gotten lip filler. And that's it. That's my little casual makeup look. I'm gonna throw on some sunnies and a mask, so it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring the camera in the car today so I can update you on my road trip and have some company. So I will see you then. Hello guys. I am done with my treatment and I'm getting back on the road. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. I just picked up my lunch. I've been going to this little pokey spot because after the treatments, it's really interesting. They really recommend getting salmon or some fish for the kind of like for the brain fuel. They recommend eating really healthy in the weeks following the treatment, which pretty much as healthy as it gets. But it's just interesting to hear the connection between food and your performance. So I got salmon, some marinated tuna, kelp noodles, and a little mixed greens. Just eat a little lunch before I get back on the road. I actually want to talk to you guys because I was getting back on the road after my treatment. I'm like a minute after my treatment. And there's these two guys in the lane to my left. And I just wanted to mention this because I want everyone to be really careful. I feel like there's a lot of weird stuff going on right now, and especially my girls. I want you to be safe and just be careful. These guys were like pointing at the front of my car as if something was wrong. And I was like looking, I was like, maybe they're trying to point to the gasoline cap because I've left that. I think we've all made that mistake where we've left it open before. So yeah, they were trying to get my attention and like say that something was wrong with my car, right? Like, something's wrong with your car, like, come with us, we'll help you. And I kind of like, in those moments, I feel like everyone reacts differently. I sort of get frozen. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't going to go with them, but I could see how somebody would.
somebody less careful, somebody who doesn't know anything about cars, which I think is a lot of women. If somebody's pointing to the hood of your car like something's wrong, I'm sure many women would like pull over or something like that. But I just kind of stared at them, and then at a certain point they were waving and like kind of making that face like checking me out and stuff. At that point I sort of started to like understand. Make sure my door is locked. And don't worry, they drove off and I'm in a different area, not close to them. They don't know where I went. There was like many cars that went in between us and they were on the highway. They had to keep going. But I sort of started to catch on, like they're trying to get me to go hang out with them, leave me alone. They kept staring. And then they started like talking with each other and kind of like laughing. I'm sure they were not saying the most PG thing. I just wanted to mention it as something to be aware of right now. Girls, like, I know we're looking at our phones. We have so much going on in our lives. I feel like when we're in a store, we're walking on the street, or even when you're driving in your car, like, didn't know I had to be as aware of that kind of thing driving my car. I'm so freaked out. Just be aware. Don't try to always be aware of your surroundings. If you're walking outside, if you're going on a run by yourself, you're wearing your earphones, make sure you still can understand what's going on around you. I like to run with pepper spray. This is the most Dylan present ever. He got me this really beautiful silk dress. It's like a tie-dye little silk mini dress, and then he got me a taser and pepper spray. It's better to be prepared. So I just wanted to mention that and make sure everyone stays safe. I think we're in a tough spot right now. I think people get a little bit weird being cooped up in their house this long. So it's just, I think, a time to be extra cautious and extra safe. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that. That was my last session until the next one I have in 3 weeks. That's kind of like a checkup and like a final session where you're pretty much good until you get a tune-up. They say you can get a tune-up everywhere from 3 months to a year, depending on what's going on with you. Yeah, I'm very invested in health and wellness. I think when you have chronic illness and you know what it's like to suffer and not feel good, like, I feel like it's my life's work to find effective treatments, and I really enjoy sharing them in case it helps somebody else. I kind of always have my ears up for things that have helped people that might be like a little outside the norm, but I've been able to make the progress I have through my own research and finding my own outside tools. And we only find those through listening to other people's experiences, because it's one thing to see something in a magazine or on TV, but I think people's real experiences are very valuable. Very fascinating stuff. Okay, it's 18 minutes long. I'm gonna stop rambling. Hope you enjoyed this mukbang.
We are home from that drive. I felt like that was 3 hours, even though it was only an hour and a half back. It's probably just because I've done the same drive 4 days in a row, and it's almost 2 hours each way. So just, I think like the repetition is killing me. So little mask time. This is so needed. I feel like masks, you know, they're not going to, for the most part, make or break the routine unless it's something really horrible with not so great ingredients, which actually happens a lot. So sometimes like the mask isn't even worth adding to your routine. It's better to just have a great basic routine. And if you have that down and want to add in a nice extra, it's nice for a boost. And I feel like it's also very just relaxing for clients and people to do, people who like skincare. They look forward to the mask, and it's like a nice way to remind themselves that they matter and you know, they're worth the extra little self-care. I feel like this is becoming a thing between us, where I talk to you while I do my morning or nighttime routine. And I was wearing the mask for the entire brain treatment, so I was wearing it for about an hour and a half in there, and then I wore it on my run this morning. I wore it on my walk this evening. When I got home, I was tired, but I felt like I needed to move my legs. They were like getting restless in the car. When I wear the mask, I try to do a little extra detox stuff, like a mask once a week. Make sure I'm not using products that are too crazy harsh, and lots of calming, soothing things. So chamomile and aloe are really wonderful. I'm gonna use one of my tried and true favorites, the Skinceuticals Discoloration Defense. Recommend this for anyone who wants to get rid of stubborn pigment like melasma. This is fantastic for melasma. My melasma is probably 90% gone. I think partially because of the change of seasons, but I've been using this product religiously. My derm swears by it, and I have loved it. Loved it. It's a little expensive, like Skinceuticals is known to be a little pricey, but they're also one of the most clinically trialed brands. So sometimes people will do like dupes of Skinceuticals, and it's like, might be similar ingredients, but it's not sourced the same, it's not trialed the same. Other companies don't invest as heavily as, you know, the big medical skincare brands have the money to do so. That's really what they're known for. So that's partially what you are paying for. I'm doing a little leave-on mask for some extra calming and hydration. But I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I'm trying to make my vlogs a little bit shorter because I can really let myself go and like give you guys like movies, like hour-long movies, which I know you don't have time for. But yes, I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on this mental health journey. I hope you make yourself a priority. If you watch that, that's the one thing I want you to take away. You are worth the time and energy. So go take care of yourself, especially right now. I think we all need a little extra love and care. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Please leave a comment letting me know what kind of video you would like to see next. I need and love your suggestions. So leave a little comment. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next video.